Auntie Sharon,
Yes, Garth?
me nuts have run out.
Oh, have they?
Yeah.
We'll run out after him, you lazy little toe rag.
Here you are, Garthy. Got you some little snacks. They're your favourites.
Thanks, Mum. Just put them down on there. Oh, no, Mum. I can't eat them. We're not without a drink to wash them down with.
Ta-da.
Thanks, Mum.
I don't believe you, Tracy Stubbs. Were you born a total muggins, or did you go to evening classes to polish up on it?
What are you on about?
That son of yours, he ain't got out of that chair since he broke up from college. He's been stuck on that settee so long, he's got the Parker Knoll logo stamped on his backside. And you're still running round after him.
I'm allowed to. I'm his mum.
The boy should get out of the house, Trace. Have a bit of a social life. When we was his age, we was always out somewhere. Pictures, bowling, dancing.
Well, that's true enough. Remember the Tottenham Royal and the Lyceum at the Strand?
Well, those were the days, eh? You could go out for the night with a quid in your pocket, have a bop, baby sham and a bun cup. Still have enough left over for a bag of chips on the way home.
I can't remember my nights out being like that.
No, you never did like baby sham, did you?
All right, I'll have a word with Garthy.
About time. Come on then.
Not now.
Why not?
He's watching telly. I might disturb him.
Uh-oh, trollop alert.
Well?
Blimey, it's Madam Whiplash. What do you reckon she wants, Shell?
Dunno. Maybe she dropped one of her nipple clamps down our cars the other day.
Oh, spare me your pithy working-class wit. Have you no idea where I picked up this chic little ensemble?
Frank Boff's bedroom?
No, Tracy, this is designer wear. Leather is very fashionable again this year.
Yeah. A lot of old cows won't be seen in anything else.
Well, Sharon, rest assured, should you ever wish to dress your ample figure in leather, somewhere, someplace, there's a herd with your name on it. Well, actually, I bought this in a desperate attempt to cheer myself up.
Don't tell me. You got the bill for that Ann Summers party you went to.
Don't be silly, Sharon. You know I always pay cash on the night.
What's the problem, then?
Marcus's cousin, Faye, has hoodwinked me into babysitting her daughter for a week while she and her husband, Maurice, jet off to Kenya on safari.
Why would they want to do that?
Who knows, Tracy? Perhaps Centre Park was fully booked.
I meant, why would anyone ask you to babysit? I mean, no offence, Dor, but you're hardly Mary Poppins, are you?
Meet the nanny with the overactive...
Sharon! Faye always comes to me when she needs a favour.
Well, why don't you just say no?
Can't, Trace. Force of habit.
She's got something on me. Something I wouldn't want revealed to certain other parties, if you get my drift.
Marcus.
Got it in one. She once caught me in a rather compromising position with a young mechanic friend of mine.
Drawers at half-mast and both hands on his dipstick.
You dirty old cow with a mechanic.
He simply popped in to say I was due for my regular service. One thing led to another. You've no idea how erotic grease stains on naked flesh can be.
Yes, I have. Chris always used to eat his chips in bed.
So now, every time this Faye wants a little favour, she just drops hints about...
Exactly. Well, naturally, my hands are tied.
So how old is this Faye's baby, then?
Rosa, I don't know, 9 or 16 or something.
That's hardly babysitting, is it?
Well, it may as well be. You should see the ugly little gnome. She makes Chelsea Clinton look like Cindy Crawford. Oh, God, that's them. Ugh, there's the little mutant getting out now. Look at her. She must have been conceived on a day trip to Sellafield. Coming, sweetie. Ciao.
Here, Trace. The wine bar's been taken over. They're turning it into one of them new tap house bars.
Oh, yeah?
They're having happy hour tonight. All drinks half price. Starts at 6, goes on till midnight.
Flipping long hour, innit?
Not if you pissed it, ain't? So, what do you reckon then, eh? You and me, bit of a girls' night out on the rares?
Oh, I don't know, Shal.
Oh, come on, be a right laugh. Like the old days down the Royal.
Oh, great. You'll be rat-arsed and ramming your tongue down the DJ's gullet, while I'm left to queue up for the coats and get touched up by the bouncers.
So you don't fancy it then?
Are you kidding? Beats staying in watching another year in Poxy Provence, doesn't it?
Oh, brilliant! Here, what are we going to wear? I might wear my old jeans, go a bit grungy-like.
Oh, hold on a minute, Shal, I can't.
Why not?
I can't leave Garth in on his own, can I?
Why not?
I'm no Home Alone mum. I love my son.
I love Saveloys, but I don't mind going out for that one.
I'm worried about him. What if he's getting depressed or something?
It's making me depressed. But why don't you talk to him like I told you to?
All right, I will.
Good.
Good. You doing anything tonight then, Garth?
Yeah, I am, as it happens.
Great. What are you up to then?
Thought I'd stay in and watch a bit of telly.
That'll make a change.
Are you all right? I'm worried about you. You ain't got any problems or anything, have you?
Like what?
Who knows? With kids today, it could be anything from glue sniffing to devil worship.
No, everything's all right, Mum. Nothing to worry about. Honest.
Then why haven't you been going out?
I ain't got anyone to go out with. All my old schoolmates have gone their own way now they're at work or university.
Well, what about catering college? Ain't you got no mates there?
They're not really my type. All the blokes are wusses.
What's a wuss?
Oh, you know, bit of a toss.
I think we'll stick to the wuss. And what about the girls?
Leave it out, Mum. Most of them look like Auntie Sharon.
I heard that.
No offence, Auntie. It's just that working with all that food gets a little bit tempting for some of them. There is this one girl there I like, though.
Oh, yeah, who's that?
Her name's Jackie.
Have you asked her out?
No, not exactly. But she did ask for my number.
Well, that's a good sign, isn't it?
Yeah, but she ain't rung.
Don't worry, she will. Here, why don't you come to the wine bar with us tonight?
What?
I don't think so, Mum.
Why not?
Don't force the boy if you don't want to come, Trace. Come on, we better be getting ready.
I ain't going out and leaving my son in. He needs me.
I don't.
Of course you do, I'm your mother.
Bonsoir. Am I interrupting anything? Wouldn't have thought so, but it's polite to check, isn't it? God, I had to get out the house. One more game of Twister with the brat. I swear I will turn into Rebecca de Mornay in The Hand That Rocks the Cradle.
Here, Dor, why don't you come down that new tap house bar with me and Trace?
I told you, I ain't going up no tapas bar.
It's tapath. Tapath.
Oh, is it?
And anyway, Sharon, I have to babysit.
Oh, you two really know how to live life in the bus lane, don't you?
Auntie Dorian. What are you doing here, Rosa? I thought I told you not to leave the house until after the sun had gone down.
How horrible. Introduce us.
Oh, if I must. That's Tracy. That one is Sharon. The sofa monster over there is called Garth.
Hi, Garth. What are you reading?
But a Guns N' Roses tour.
Oh, wow, Slash is my favourite guitarist.
Leave it out. He can't touch the edge.
Don't you think so?
No, he ain't fit to hold his plectrum.
Flipping hell, they're communicating. Girls, group meeting, kitchen, now. The gods are smiling down upon us. They are saying, ladies, get thy jacksies up that tapas bar and get well and truly mullered. For tonight, the manor is your oyster.
Either I've lost the ability to decipher sentences, or they've invented a new language only the fat can understand.
What are you on about?
We can leave Rosa with Garth reading about the edge having a slash or something. We can all knob off to happy hour down the road. That way everyone's happy.
Well, I don't think Garthy will be.
We'll see. Garth, could you come here a moment?
Yes, Auntie Dorian?
Your mother, Sharon, and I want to go out for the evening. Now, is it all right if we leave Rosa here with you?
Me? A babysitter? No way, forget it.
Would £10 change your mind?
20, mate.
15.
18.50.
16.25.
18 quid.
17.50, not a penny more.
Done.
I certainly have been.
Thanks, Auntie Dorian. It's been a pleasure doing business with you. Would you like me to read her a story?
Frankly, I don't care if you beat her around the legs with a wire coat hanger. Just keep her occupied until we get back.
Will do.
And Garth,
Yes, Auntie Dorian?
if you ever call me Auntie again, I shall tell your mother about the time you watched me taking a shower through your binoculars.
When was that?
About 11:30 tonight.
I go do, 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 push pineapple, shake the tree. I go do, 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 push pineapple, kick your feet. To the left, to the right, jump up and down and to the knees. Come and dance every night to a hula melody.
And now Ray from the grave, a golden old ear, revived, 45.
Oh, nice of the DJ to let everyone know you're here, Adel.
Shut up, Sharon. What have they done to this place? It's like an 1830s holiday camp.
Oh, no wonder they didn't want to let you in.
Pack it in, you two. This is meant to be happy hour.
Happy? The three of us sitting here alone and unloved, sipping watered-down cocktails. What's so happy about that? God, if this evening's a metaphor for my life, then God help me.
It's not the place. It's the company what matters.
Now I am depressed. My life was never meant to turn out like this. I mean, what have I got left to look forward to? My breasts have already failed the pencil test. In a few years, I'll probably have my first serious hip operation. After that, it's a downhill dribble towards Meals on Wheels and mail-ordering continence pants.
My breasts never took no pencil test.
I ain't got no pencils big enough.
Do you know?
Come on.
Do you know, at school, I was voted the girl most likely to make a major contribution to mankind.
Well, you did, didn't you? You slept with most of them. Come on, relax and finish your cocktail.
OK, everybody, back on the floor for a conga!
Everybody salsa, everybody salsa, everybody salsa, everybody salsa, everybody salsa.
I don't think Auntie Doreen likes me very much.
Wouldn't take it personally. She don't like anyone very much.
My mum and dad go off on holiday without me, and I'm dumped off on some neurotic aunt who can't stand the sight of me. Story of my life.
Come on, can't be that bad.
Oh, can't it? If Auntie Doreen had her way, she'd keep me chained up in the attic until my parents get back.
You wouldn't be the first. Tell you what, you fancy a little drink?
Oh, I don't know. I don't usually.
Come on, just the one. After all, they're out having fun. Why shouldn't we?
Carnival is moving, music in the air, everybody's cruising, dancing everywhere, spirit of the picture, this is the thing, why not just enjoy our own
Home at last.
God, what a boring night. It's like taking 2 Mogadon and watching the BAFTAs in slow motion.
Let's sing along. Ay, 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 music. Dancing all the way.
Calm down. You ain't in San Antonio now, you know.
Brilliant night, though, weren't it?
Yeah. Here, where's the kids?
Oh, well, the sun's come up. Rose has obviously gone back to her coffin. I better go. We really must do this again sometime.
Great, when?
How's about when hell freezes over? Ciao.
What was that?
Came from out the back by the pool.
Oh, my God. Burglars. Call the police.
We can't.
Why not?
The filter unit was on Police 5 last week.
Well, we better go and have a look. Come on, give me that bottle.
Mum!
Heavens, hasn't he grown?
Well, what have you got to say for yourself, young man?
Calm down, Mum. I said I'd replace your champagne.
Never mind the champagne. What was going on in that jacuzzi last night?
What was coming off, more like.
Look, Mum, I'm a young adult.
Not in my house, you're not. It looked like an episode of Chigwell 90218 in there.
I don't know why you're so angry. I took precautions.
So what do you want, a paper hat? I tell you what, Garthy, it's lucky for you your father weren't here.
Luckier still, Chris weren't there.
Why, what would he have done?
Jumped in with them, probably.
I'm really disappointed in you. You really let me down.
How? What have I done?
You know what you've done.
Yeah, the same thing you and Auntie Sharon used to do.
Oh, yeah, I still do it sometimes. Not often, mind.
Mum, you're just a hypocrite. Am I not allowed to have sex just because you don't? Well, I happen to really like Rosa, and she likes me, so everyone else can just shove off and mind their own business.
Well, that told him, Trace.
Did you hear the way he spoke to me? If he thinks he's seeing that little tart again, he's got another thing coming.
Do you reckon all the women in Dorian's family are like that? You know, genetic nymphos like.
Don't be surprised, Shell. Some families are double-jointed. Hers have all got fold-away backbones and carpet burns.
Oh, Dor, Trace was just talking about you.
I am not here to exchange pleasantries. Where is the little pervert?
What?
I am referring to that debauched son of yours, the deflowerer of young virgins. How could he, Tracy? Taking advantage of a young innocent like Rosa.
What? Rosa's about as innocent as Jack the Flipping Ripper.
Are you insinuating that my niece is easy?
Well, she didn't look very difficult from where I was standing. If the cat fits...
Yes, well, I don't want either of them seeing each other again, Tracy. Is that clear?
Suits me fine.
If Faye and Maurice find out about this, there will be hell to pay. They are well-respected members of the community, and Rosa's had the best education that money can buy. Have you any idea what they would say if they found out that their only daughter has been banging the son of a banged-up bank robber? And not even a Jewish bank robber.
Are you saying my Garthy isn't good enough for her?
In a word, yes. Garth is of common stock. He can't help it. After all, you're his... Never mind. But you see, Rosa is different. She has breeding.
She was breeding last time I saw her.
Tracy, I don't mean to offend you, but things are the way they are. Dogs go with dogs. Cats go with cats. It's the way of the world.
Except her dog's just had your cat.
Yes. Well, I think we'll forget the whole unfortunate incident ever occurred.
Oh, I see. You come over here insulting my son and then you want to wipe the slate clean. I ain't stupid, Dorian. The only reason you don't want them seeing each other is you're worried what Faye might say to Marcus when she finds out.
Tracy, don't be unreasonable. We can talk about it.
I think you've said enough, madam. As far as Rosa and Garth are concerned, I think they make a lovely couple and they've got my blessing. Now out! Now!
Where's Garth?
Getting ready to go out.
With Rosa again?
Yep.
That'll be every night this week. Dorian must be going ballistic.
I wouldn't know. She hasn't had the nerve to show her mug round here.
I hope you know what you're doing, Trace.
What do you mean?
Encouraging Garth and Rosa. I mean, you're only doing it to give Dor the hump, aren't you?
No, I ain't. Well, maybe a little bit, but it serves her right.
You're playing with fire, girl. If they're still seeing each other when her parents get back, the batter's really going to hit the blender. But you don't really want Faye to tell Marcus about Dorian's little fling, do you?
I suppose not. But she shouldn't have said those things about my Garthy. And anyway, it ain't going to happen.
What do you mean?
They're young, they hardly know each other. It'll soon fizzle out, you mark my words.
That's what Mum said about you and Darryl.
Hi, Mrs. Stubbs.
Hello, Rosa. You look nice. New dress?
It's one of Auntie Dorian's, actually. I just happened to come across it in her wardrobe. It's a bit young for her, though, isn't it? Is Garthy ready?
Yeah, I'll give him a shout.
My sister would have made a terrific town crier.
She'd have made a pretty good town.
Pardon?
Nothing.
Off anywhere nice tonight, Rosa?
Garth's taking me to the new tapas bar. Simply adore tapas. You know, when we go to Mummy and Daddy's villa in Puerto Banús, I practically live off chorizo and calamari.
Who are they? The next door neighbours?
No, they're delicacies, Mrs. Stubbs. Spanish sausage and squid.
Nice. Speaking of your mum and dad, when are they due back?
Oh, they're playing lands tonight. I'll be going home tomorrow.
I expect you and Garth will be having a little farewell drink tonight then.
No way. Can't wait to introduce Garth to Mummy and Daddy. I know they're going to love him.
Rosa, you do know Garth isn't Jewish, don't you?
Of course I do, Mrs. Stubbs. I noticed the other night in the jacuzzi.
We're off then, Mum. Don't wait up.
Don't push your luck.
Well, Trace, I ain't one to say I told you so, but
You told me so.
tomorrow should be a laugh then. Faye and Maurice will find out about Garth. Marcus will find out about Dorian and the Randy mechanic. And you will find out what it's like to be up to your neck in...
Thank you, Sharon. I think I get your drift.
So what are you going to do then?
Nothing.
What?
If my son wants to go out with a girl, I'll stand by him, no matter what.
But what about the consequences? Dorian may never speak to you again. Yes, I see your point. Fancy a cuppa?
Yeah, I'm spitting feathers. There's something old and wrinkly outside our window. Asked her what she wants.
What do you want?
I come under the flag of peace.
That ain't a flag of peace. It's a pair of cami knickers stuck on top of a riding crop.
Well, I improvised. It was the best I could do.
If you're here to try and split up Garth and Rosa, you can sling your hook, because my son is good enough to go out with whomever he wants.
You're right, Tracy. Of course he is. But that doesn't necessarily mean that they are good enough to go out with him.
You what?
It's Rosa. I was worried she might telephone her mother and tell her what's been going on. So,
Yeah?
I've been monitoring her calls.
Eavesdropping, you mean?
I thought monitoring sounded less Jewish. Anyway, I overheard her speaking to a friend. Apparently, Rosa has been trying to get her father to buy her the new Mazda MX-5 convertible. Without much luck, I might add.
What's all that got to do with Garthy?
Everything, I'm afraid. Rosa intends to use him as a bargaining device.
I don't get it.
I do. Daddy gets the ump about Garth, so she agrees to dump him in return for a nice little prezi.
Like a sports car?
Exactly. I'm afraid darling Rosa has been a manipulative little bitch.
Can't think where she gets it from.
Break her neck, the little vixen. Trifling with my Garthy's affections.
And the rest. What are you going to do then?
I'll tell him. God knows there, he'll be gutted.
Tracy,
What?
I'm really sorry. Truly. If there was anything I could do.
I think you've done enough.
Hi, Mum. Still up?
Yeah. Nice evening.
You know.
Come and sit down, I want to talk to you. About Rosa.
Actually, Mum, there's something I want to say to you.
No, let me finish what I was saying first.
No, please, hear me out. It's important. Look, I know how much you like Rosa, and I'm really glad that you didn't let what happened affect things. You really gave us a chance to get to know each other. See how much we had in common. It's because of that tonight I told Rosa that
Oh, Garthy, no.
I didn't want to see her anymore.
What?
I dumped her. Give her the big E. You know.
But I thought you were getting on really well with her.
She's not my type, Mum. Rosa's a bit of a snob, really. You should have seen her down that tapas bar tonight. She didn't stop moaning. Said it was like an 1830s holiday camp.
And what did you say?
Nothing. I was too busy throwing up in her handbag. Anyway, what was it you wanted to say?
Nothing important. Just don't go rushing into things. There's plenty of time to find the right girl.
I know. And I know exactly what kind I'm looking for.
What's that?
Someone just like my mum.
Give me that cuddle.
My dear, she'd have to like jacuzzis as well.
So, all's well that ends well?
Yeah. Faye and Maurice picked her up this morning. She went off quiet as a lamb. And Dorian's little secret is still safe.
Is Garfield right?
Yeah, that girl Jackie from the college ran. They've gone out for the day.
And they all lived happily ever after. Here, Trace, have you and Daryl ever done it in a jacuzzi?
Mind your own beeswax.
Me and Chris have. Well, it weren't exactly a jacuzzi. More a big bath. And Chris had 2 portions of sprouts for supper.
Tracy.
What? What?
Don't worry about a thing. I have sorted it all out.
You what?
No, don't thank me. It was the least I could do. I waited up for Rosa last night. I told her the game was up. I warned her if she ever saw Garth again, I would tell Maurice everything I knew about her little scheme.
And she agreed, I suppose.
Oh, yes. Of course, I had to oil her palm a little, just to make sure.
Oh, yeah.
That dress of mine that she'd taken a fancy to, had to let her keep it. Still, what's a new frock, eh? Small price to pay for Garthy's happiness. And our friendship.
He'd already chucked the door.
I'm sorry.
By the time you spoke to her, he'd already packed her in.
No, he can't have, can he? You're kidding. You're not. No. My dress. I gave her my dress.
Still, what's a new frock, eh, Dom?
What's a new frock? About £1,800 when it is designed by Herr Blager. That's it. She's dead meat. I'll kill her. I'll kill her. I'll kill her.
What'll I